oxygen setup in somewhere south of the base just to do all the suits and stuff. Because obviously we've only got these 3 lines of pumps in here, so that's 3 kilos maximum. I'm going to be pumping a lot of that into the base. I could do like overflows all over the place so that every line can potentially overflow to another line. So like when this pipe's full now, if it does manage to get full, I could overflow from here to like the other side. Same with this one up here. Yeah, I could overflow off this one as well. Yeah, the oxygen piping is going to be like a wall. Could fit another 2 pumps easy. Yeah, I know I could. I just didn't think I'd need that. I didn't think I'd need it with this current setup. I thought this would be fine. Because the other stuff that we do, like, for space and stuff, this is not building. This is broken. The other stuff that we're going to come to do when we get to, like, space, we'll have localized setups up there. Don't go why they're not building this. It's really trolley. There we go. I might build this out of something else. Might build this out of iron. Why did you not put more in there? Yeah, it's, as I say, because I figured anywhere else that we're going to be producing oxygen later, I thought that 3 pumps would be fine for the amount of dupes that we were going to have. That was when we were at 24 dupes. Then I went to 36 dupes. So you can see the problem we've got with that. Now I do have a few dupes that have got diver's lungs. But as you can see, we're already not keeping up with our oxy, you know, atmo suits and stuff. So we're going to need more pumps. But that's not a problem. We can fix that. There we go. We can fix it. Nice. Kind of caught myself up by doing this little bend in the pipe. I may want to rip that out. Oh, that's a lot of polluted oxygen to let out of there. That's a lot of polluted oxygen to let out. Bastard. Yeah, I need to sort these pipes out. If I do plan on having like something going through the floor, we're going to need to do that now. These I'm not going to worry about just yet, but we will get to sorting these as well. I'm thinking one for polluted oxygen, one for natural gas would be nice. Then it'd give us the look as well. We'd have all the different colours. I think that'd be real pretty. Right, I'm going to be a super lazy boy. I'll just hop in here. I'm going to rip out this piece of pipe and this piece of pipe, and I'm going to put them here instead. Stinky. There we go. Let's get this bit done. Come on, cryptic. Nice. So then we can do the pipe from upstairs. That's fine. So we can seal this back up. Come on. Yeah, I'd just like to really get our steel online. I'll probably have like sweepers and loaders in here as well, but I just don't need to worry about that yet. I can probably squeeze them in other places. I would think I should be alright to do that. Yeah, we'll have like a two... Yeah, I'd probably put a loader up here. A sweeper arm up here, sorry, and then a loader and a receptacle here. Maybe need 2 receptacles. But we've got space for that anyway. Get you sealed up. Probably do the bottom one first. Allow out an awful lot of stink. A lot of polluted oxygen. That's okay. Do we still have any deodorizers in the base, or did we rip them all out? I think we ripped them out. Fuck. Let's whack a few in around the place. Can't put any there. Just to get rid of some of this funk. Oh, they're sealed off. Can't go that way. Fine. I like the combined oil refinery, metal refinery shape build you did for a couple of bases. Seemed quite good. Which one, Perpetual? Combined oil refinery, metal refinery. Oh, it was all in like one room, you mean? So we had like the refinery in the middle, and then the oil refineries in the middle, and then the metal refineries either side. Yeah, I think I remember what you mean. Meh. Just thought we'd split them up. I just want the idea of like there's lots of different buildings going on, you know, separate buildings with separate purposes. Like we may even do a polymer press for when I want to start like cranking out some more plastic, because our Drecos ain't really cutting it for us, are they? In fact, they're probably all pissed off. How many Drecos are in here? 9. Who's old? Die. Okay, so let me just make sense of this. So the oil would come out of here, and it would hit this. And if it was too hot, it'd bugger off. Then it'd hit this bridge and go on its merry way and cycle in if needs be. If not, this can top it up with some more cold oil. I think that'll work. So, at which point, let's get rid of this ladder. And this ladder. That should be fine. I've got a bit of a headache, guys. I don't know what's caused it. I might not have enough caffeine in my system yet. And yeah, we'll do a pipe thermosensor. I don't know why I'm using tungsten, but that's what I'm feeling. And then automation. Use a bit of iron. We could do like an override and shut off as well if the room gets too hot. Might be smart to begin with. And then we just need some power, and we'll just connect these up. My dupes are going to love working in here. They're going to absolutely love it. I don't know what the foo was related to, hamster. I don't remember what it was related to. You're a fun guy. I don't remember what that was related to. Right, so the last thing I want to do is potentially put like a little radiator in here. And I think I would just do it with probably lead or something. It doesn't really matter. So that's 300 odd degrees, isn't it? I think lead would be fine. So you would come through here. That would be okay. And you'd come across here. Yeah, something like this. We can figure out the bridges and logistics of it later. I might just assume it's coming in from here, going out there. Oh, funk. You're a funk. I see, I see. Well, maybe. Maybe I'm a funk. What of it? Make something of it, you punk, a day. Alright then, so let's just see what we've got here. Would anybody like to be in the colony? If so, speak now. And the word of the day is blancmange. Blancmange. The first person to say blancmange, I'll get you in the colony. Ideally, points for accents and a silent C. No, not blancmange. Blancmange. Blancmange is close. Blancmange. 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 There's a C in there, there's an A, there's an N. Blue Mange? Nope, it's not a blue cheese. Blancmange, Blancmange, Blancmange. Q-Zone is getting there. Blancmange. How do none of you know what this is? How do you not know what a blancmange is? I think it's like this. Blancmange. Blancmange. I'm going for blancmange. It's the weirdest word ever. There's accents in there. Alright then. Well, you all sucked and failed, so it's going to be... Green, are you already in the colony? Omelette de fromage. Ah, Green, you nailed it. Right, okay. I'm getting you in. Are you already in, though? I don't remember. Blancmange. I knew that one would throw you off. Green, no Norse. Wait, you're fucking French! I've just realised, you're French! How did you not know? Of course you knew. For fuck's sake. Ah, shit. Well, in which case, we're going to do a bit of this. I'm going to go... How's that? Just, you know, to let people know. We don't pronounce it like this. How do you pronounce it? Blancmange. Ah, blancmange. Blancmange. Is that how you pronounce it? Blancmange. Blancmange. I know. That's the point, Perpetual. That's exactly what I was getting at. That's why I did it, because I'm a funny boy. There we go. I'm a funny boy, funny looking. All right. Let's see you silent. Well, that's what I said to begin with. Blancmange. Morning, how are you, buddy? Hey, listen. I don't need to have to teach you all to speak French, because as you all know, I'm fluent. Alright. Soup de jour. Yeah, you know, I'm fluent. Not like we have a hot potato in the mouth. Alright, alright. Listen, I didn't mean to go all full roast beef on you, but I don't speak French, alright? I'm fluent in it, but I don't speak it. I put these ladders in a minute ago. I don't think I should be ripping them out. Let's get these pipes done, we'll put the floor in, and then balls to it. Most letters are silent in French. We're going to need a couple of ladders down here, aren't we? Soup du jour. Hot potato. I don't think it was that bad. Blancmange. No? It sounds very sexy to me. You know? No? Just me? I don't know. Everything not F or N is silent in French. That's why we can't shut the fuck up. What do you mean? Saying blancmange? Do you say blancmange all the time? I now need to keep saying the word blancmange. Blancmange. I told you I got this French shit down. No problem. Alright. What's going on here? I'm too impatient for priority 8. That means go now. Bit of a headache. Don't know where this has come from, but it sucks. Really sucks. Sucks a big one. We're going to do a little dig through here, rip out these beanie boys as well. Let's just go through there. We'll bring this wire down. Oiseau. Oiseau is weird in French. We don't pronounce any of the letters like the sounds they make. I would have said oiseau. Hello. Can't hear it.
Sorry. Did you put coconut milk last time in this?
I think I put a little bit because you had some left over.
Did it make it really nice?
It made it a bit creamy, or you could just use some creme fraiche or something. Got some creme fraiche, up to you.
Good. Cheers.
Unless you plan on doing a curry soon, there's no point opening a...
Oh no, I am planning because we need to go get some chicken breasts. So I'm just going to open one actually and use it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Like this, you nailed it. Well, I only know that because of Dr. Wazo. Is it Dr. Wazo? What was his name? What was the little puppet's name? Dr. Yeah, Mr. Wazo.
Wow.
This guy. Do you remember this guy? No? This is why I knew Wazoo. You don't remember him? Okay, Quentin Dupieux. Dupieux. Yeah, this was old school. Anyway, that's quite enough of that. That dude is also in the car commercial. Flat Eric, that's the one. So back in the days, yep. But that's how I knew how to pronounce Wazo. Wazo. He made a film now, what? Right. Look like a car commercial. I don't remember that. Don't remember that. What I might do whilst I'm here is put in another transformer like so, and we'll do it the same way. We'll rip you out. And you can go like there and there. And there. There we go. You must have filmed that very strange picture, by the way. Really? I don't know anything about this. Old Flat Eric. Maybe we'll just run this from the bottom. Like so. Oh wait, like so. Easy to make as well. Whap. And then you're going to come across here. And a whap. Just planning for the future, you know? Because then I can connect a wire down here. And then this is my wire for my refinery room. It kind of sucks that it goes there, but... something like this. Boop. How's that? That'll do. Okay, there's a lot of French sounding things now that I'm not even going to try and pronounce. Du jardin. Jardin? Isn't that garden? Jardin public. No? I only remember pigeon French from school, alright? That's all I've got. That's all I have to work with. This can all be 9. Everything else can be an 8 down here. This can all be 9. And I'm just leaving through this wire. Cool, 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 cool. And this can be a 9. Oh, they've already done that. John from the garden. What's this game? Come to, I had to decide between 3 dupes with terrible traits or a pile of dirt as a care package. Chooses dirt. Yes, I do it all the time. Don't worry, mate. Sometimes dirt is better than dupes. CO2's falling nicely down here now. It's ever since we got this set up, like we managed to dig through this block here that was blocking us with all the fucking salt water. Our CO2 can now find its way down and we can start collecting it better. And it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. Do you smooth hatches? Why or why not? I used to use them a lot. Catastrophe as an early game metal source. Now that we have lead as an early metal that we could get access to, I didn't bother. So because I had so much refined lead, I could use that for all my wires and stuff. So I just didn't bother with smooth hatches at all. I've just been killing them. As soon as we get an egg, we cook it. As soon as we find a hatch, we kill it. But yeah, smooth hatches are fine. They're good. You can use them. I have so much refined lead that I didn't bother. So that's why. It's just funny though. It's like, what do you value most? The lives of 3 dupes that will forever be lost to the abyss? No, that's not how it works. That's not how the printing pod works. So when you get your choice of 3 dupes in your printing pod, don't ever feel bad. They've not been printed yet. It's a printing pod. They don't exist. You're only dooming them to a life in the abyss of the asteroid when you print them. You see? I hate when I get absolutely awesome dupe options when I don't have the capacity to take new dupes. As soon as I do, I start getting all the worst dupes. Yeah, that's what we're like at the minute. That's why I'm holding off on our last 2. They will never be born. Yeah, but that's fine. They were a pool of ooze a minute ago. That's okay. They're not getting born, they're getting printed. Like, would you get all weepy over a 3D printer of a fucking spinning top? You wouldn't, would you? A 3D printed spinning top. You wouldn't be like, oh, spinning top lives matter. No. Dupes are ooze. They don't matter. Yeah, sentimental fools. Okay. Let me think for a second. Spinning top lives matter. No! Racist. No! Don't say that. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Right then. So, let me just figure out how these are going to fit. Now, these can be rotated, can't they? Whip, whip, whip. Whip, whip, whip. So, let me think. So we could just do like... I want to leave space for a tank in between them. Two tanks would have been better. Tanks can't be rotated. I'm just going to leave them like that. And then we'll have... Yeah, we'll do something like this. This will be mesh tile, this will be mesh tile. And we'll do a bit of this again. I did this with lead again. I'm going to regret doing this out of lead, I know I am. Well, that's fine. So if these boys are going to be going to reservoirs, like so. We'll just need a single tank outside, I think, for petroleum. And our petroleum tank needs to be up here, don't forget. So maybe they can go up to... Yeesh! Shit the bed. No, they won't need a tank out, I don't think, because the output is halved, isn't it? So they can merge into one pipe. So this is fine. Alright, sorry, I'm just thinking this through. Thinking it through. So you're going to go to there. You're going to go to there. You'll go to there. You'll go to there. You'll go to there. You'll go over here. And you'll bridge into there. Very good. And you'll need to be a ladder boy. What are we getting at here? Aren't we all made out of genetic ooze though? No! If I go to the bathroom and take a poop, I do value that little brown poop I made. Hamster, you're a strange fish. Joking, but scientists sent a bioprinter machine via the ISS SpaceX's Dragon capsule. They're going to print cardiac tissue and let it develop in space, then transport it back to Earth for study and research. Oh. Today I learned the element symbol for genetic ooze is DUPE. Nice. Printed humans, or at least human organs, may not be science fiction for much longer. Oh no, they've been trying to print like strings and strands for a long time, haven't they? Didn't they do like they started off with things like ears and stuff, didn't they? They did some early ears I remember seeing. And then they were on about doing like liver tissue and kidney tissue and stuff. I watched a thing on it a while back about how like they literally start like a big long strand and they meld it all together. It's weird. Science fiction often get inspired by real stuff. Yeah, totally. Shane, how you doing today, buddy? How you doing? Alright, this is the focus. Currently 3D print replacement jawbones for a perfect fit. They're in plastic or medical plastic, but still in there. Well, this is the thing, right? So, the only reason I'm bringing this up, my dad, a couple of years back, he had all of his teeth redone with like proper implants, and because my dad's an old boy, and he had his teeth removed when he was very, very young, his jawbone had shrunk. So what they did was they chiseled the fuck out of his current jawbone, and then binded a bovine bone, cow bone, to his jaw to bulk his jaw up, and then put the implants in for his teeth. It was a massive thing. It went on for like 2 years, so he could have these bionic teeth. He can now bite through steel. But that got me thinking, what if you could 3D print with like bovine bone? What if you could print a jawbone, for example, out of cow bone? Like, you could print, you know, bones for limbs and stuff. Like, they're doing it now. Like, if they've already put cow bone in my dad's jaw, and it didn't get rejected, and he's not started mooing, why couldn't you 3D print with it? I don't know how 3D printers work, but you could finally get that third arm. Oh, Jesus, the $1 million man, yeah. Yeah, he is, Shane. Dunk, sorry. He, yeah, it's a few years back. My dad had false teeth for years. When he was younger, he went to, like, this renegade dentist who pulled all of his teeth out. Because they used to get paid by you know, procedure. And this dentist basically fucked all of his teeth. So for most of his life, my dad had false teeth. And then a few years ago, he decided, fuck this, I want some decent teeth. So he went and did it. I think it cost him a small fortune, but fair play to him. I don't blame him at all. Get it done. But yeah, he went to Hungary, and apparently these dentists in Hungary are absolutely incredible. The shout from James. Yeah, Jaws from James Bond, yeah. Different type of 3D printing, so... Well, I imagine, yeah, but I'm assuming the same... A process could be created for it. Imagine that. Imagine being able to print cowbone replacement parts. Ethical problems we have only because of religion cause it slow down. Yeah, well, religion coplots a lot of things, but ultimately, progress is progress, isn't it? Why would I print an accurate human replacement when I can go so much further and print myself stronger and more advanced organs? Just chilling, playing a bit of Animals watching. You know, am I being dumb, or can't you plant weezeworts in pots anymore? You can. You need to plant them in farm tiles now, Shane, because they actually need to be farmed now. Why print it out of cow bone instead of human bone? I assume it's because cow bone is more plentiful than human bone. And with human bone, I suppose you have to run the... With human bone, I suppose you have to go through the whole donor side of things. Whereas with cow bone, you just fucking kill a cow. So... But yeah, I don't quite know how this worked, my dad. I don't know how it was worked. I think they grafted it on or something. I don't know, but genuinely, they rebuilt his jawbone with cow bone, which is crazy, but kind of cool. I don't really want any of these dupes. Cow bones are stupid plentiful. Exactly, that's what I mean. Maybe that's why. I don't know. There's a lot of different subpopulation of cells, something like that. Not so easy, but some teams are trying. Yeah, I love like the scientific things that you hear about that are like going on behind the scenes. And there's a lot of these things where they do actually finish the process. They get some perfect working system, and then some government ass clown somewhere sort of cock block it, or some pharmaceutical company decides, hey, no, we don't need that cure because we have a pill that treats the symptoms. We don't need a cure. We just need to treat the symptoms for the big money. Let's just brush this under the carpet, you know. Hashtag conspiracy nuts, but it's all true. What about pig bones? I read some of that pig organs are almost the same as human. Yeah, there's that old pig heart boy thing, and there's pig organs have been talked about for years for transplants, but I think a lot of them do get rejected. I think there's an awful lot of problems with like rejecting the organs. But 3D print prosthetics with goat bone. Claim you are the greatest of all time. Surprised to use bovine, not pigs. We share more genetic code with a pig than a cow. I don't know. They must treat the fuck out of the bone. Like, I'm assuming it's just like some miscellaneous powder, you know, some unidentifiable powder that they sort of bound it with. I don't really know. But you'll have to look into it. Hold on. Dentistry implants using cow. Using cow. Oh, that should do it. Dentistry bone grafting. Oh, they do it with pig as well. In the upper jaw, back teeth, trying to bone and size, control F, pig. Okay. For those who prefer an easier but slightly slower solution, there are other sources of bone, such as bovine, derived from cow, porcine, is it porcine or porcine, derived from pig, or synthetic materials that have been specially prepared to make them safe for use in humans. All of these materials, including your own bone, simply provide a scaffold into which new bone will grow in order to be ready to receive dental implants a few months later. There you go. So that's what my dad had. But he had with cow bone. And he had to keep going back and... yeah. There you go. Interesting, though. And that's just for his teethses. Old toothy pegs. But as it says, it's just like a scaffold, and it's so that his bone can grow over it. But because my dad was, you know, had no real teeth for many years, his jaw had shrunk, basically. So now he's got like a fucking jaw on him again. which is cool. Right, I didn't really need to put that tile in just yet. So let's make sense of what I'm doing. I've been building this without really paying attention. So we've now got oil that can be supplied to the refineries. That just needs to be connected, and then we can fill these boys up. The refinery feed will circulate, and this pipe sensor will dump it out, in which point it goes into these reservoirs. These reservoirs will supply the refineries. The refineries pipe will merge together and it'll go up here somewhere, and I'll figure out how that's going to get into here. We now need to build and tanky boy. Oh shit. Wait, a new blueprint. Use blueprint. Aha. Huh. Why the fuck are you on this level? Aha. How handy. But we'll cancel a lot of this stuff. Cancel all the wires. Cancel all the pipes. Just so I can get the shape of the room. And we'll cancel... Do I really care about having this many pumps? I don't think I do. Cancel you, cancel you, cancel you, and you, and you, you. Yeah, that needs to be on this side, really, doesn't it? We're going to move a lot of this shit around, fuck it. You can be cancelled. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very good, very good. Do, and open up. Open up you, and... Yeah. And the boop. Cool. Yeah, we'll put them on the floor. Now, shit. I need to do these with steel, so it's going to get hot in here, I think. Oh, this should be 75 degrees, shouldn't it? Do these still have fixed output, the refineries? I don't actually know. Huh. Hadn't considered that. I don't actually know if these still have a fixed output. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's the same temp. Half the heat. Just half the heat. Okay. Patia Chow, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm sorry if I made your name terrible. Is it chaud, as in il fait chaud? We've been very French today. Chaud is cold, right? Patia chaud. What is the most efficient way to cool your hot machines? Ledeni. Probably, yeah, turbines are what a lot of people are using now. Aquatuna turbine setups. Liquid cooling, you know, liquid pipes and stuff. There's a huge difference whether you use a real organ. Hold on a sec. Just so we can get to this. There's a real difference whether you use a huge... wait. Jesus. There's a difference whether you use a real organ or you can just use the cartilage, which is just the scaffolding, basically. Can't use a real organ with all the DNA. It's not genetically compatible either. Not even with most of the humans. Yeah. I get that. Oh, it's hot. Hot is chaud. Froid is cold. Oh, so the temperature stays the same, but you lose half the heat because of half the mass. Oh, I see what you mean. I see. It's more like drunk French Canadian. How do these new turbines work? Yeah, they're fixed output at 95 degrees. So no matter how hot the steam is, it'll come out at 95 degrees. But the turbines need to be cooled, and they won't work if they are below 125 degrees or above 200 degrees, basically. Well, I would rather invest to be genetically designed humans than some already tinkering with it. Blade Runner's replicants become reality. Jesus. It's interesting, though. The idea that these things are, you know, something that maybe in our lifetime, if not in our kids' lifetimes, kind of cool. Kind of cool. Pretty sweet. So if I put oil in here that's hot as balls, I'm going to get petroleum out of here that's hot as balls. So I kind of need to make sure that my stuff doesn't melt. Ah, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's get rid of you. Good morning, my fine friend Life. How goes things? Grail! How are you, mate? Did Rose pass on my message to you the other day? I was wondering how your lovely self was doing. How are you getting on? I haven't been on the Minecraft much recently, so I've not seen you. Not seen you around. Yeah, we'll worry about this digging and stuff in a bit. But yeah, things go alright here, mate. We're just chilling with some money. We're just building up some odds and sods. We're trying to get a few systems online, and then we're going to go apeshit with the digging. Out of curiosity, you could use the same water that came out to cool the steam turbine then? Yes and no. You can, but you won't get a full uptime of your steam turbine. So, yeah, it's all done over here. We need to put a pump in over here, really. You can do a turbine build like that. You'll have to cover one of the ports, probably, to get less of a throughput. And it won't run all that frequently. I might just dig this and mop it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, we need to get all this mopped and drop all the bottles down and stuff. There's going to be more oil up here as well. So yeah, the thing to remember, basically, Hamster, a single turbine will only output 2,000 grams a second, so it doesn't have a massive amount of water coming out of it constantly. So its cooling potential is a little bit limited. But yeah, if you build your turbines out of like lead or something, cover a couple of the ports maybe, you'll get less water out, less steam out, but you'll probably be able to cool it a bit better. Alright, if we can get a couple of mops down here, we should be alright. As did, I've been getting on nicely, been fully involved playing Dragon Quest 11 as of late. Oh, you mentioned that the other week. What happens if oil meets magma? It boils it. It'll first boil it into petroleum, and then it will boil it further into sour gas if there's enough heat. Sour gas is then like a nuisance gas that will float around unless you condense it. If you cool down sour gas enough, it will become methane. If you warm up the methane, it will become natural gas. There you go. That is the full link. That is the full chain. Alright, so we managed to mop all that. I'd like to get this drop down. Yeah, we'll bang another pump on the other side now and get that bigger amount pumped on the left. So this is all tidied out. And yeah, we'll be able to mop all these smaller pools, I think. This is a bit trolley down here with this is basically what's happened down here. So the reason we have some petroleum and some sour gas in here is at some point the oil has been introduced to a tile that was too hot. So these two tiles here, these would have been like 500 degrees to begin with. So these have basically boiled some of the crude oil. And that's why we've got petroleum and sour gas. So that's how you're going to make natural gas. Sort of. I may use some magma, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. We do have access to more magma down here. I'm thinking we'll do something with our oil wells that we've got over here, these oil reservoirs. That seems fun to me, but we'll get to that in a bit. You pass the water output, the steam turbine through a metal radiator, cooled by one of those machines that eat hydrogen. AETNs aren't powerful enough. AETNs don't do shit. So they wouldn't be able to keep up with cooling a turbine. Can you use the sour gas like fuel for natural gas generator? No. Sour gas on its own is useless. It doesn't do anything. Like, we've got some trap down here, so it doesn't do anything. But if you cool it to minus 161.5, which is actually about minus 163-ish, minus 162 and change, it will become liquid methane. And then if you warm that liquid methane by a couple of degrees, it becomes natural gas. So I know, Camo, AETNs have always been shit at trying to cool liquids. They're very good at cooling gases. They're terrible at cooling liquids, because they're only cooling the gas that's around them. And if you think a pipe may have, you know, even if you've reduced the flow, 2 kilos of liquid moving through a pipe, trying to be cooled by a small atmosphere of gas, they're just not powerful enough. I have tried cooling liquids with them. The amount you get off them is terrible. Very small. It's a very small throughput. Barely worth playing with. Seen people make builds where you start with oil and end up with tons of natural gas energy, and it's all power and water positive, but I can't wrap my head around making one. It's a crazy contraption to build. If you have a look on my YouTube, Kunks, I've got quite a few sour gas boilers. That's what they're generally called. So there's my link to my YouTube. There's a tips and the tricks playlist on there. In that playlist there will be 3 sour gas boilers. I've done a few. I don't have any of the saves anymore because they're all a bit broken. See what I can find for you. Bam, bam, bam. Just 'cause it's small doesn't mean it's not worth playing with. Steady, sure. Steady. So this is the one I probably recommend. I'm not going to watch this with you because it'll make me shudder. But here is a link. This is the mini sour gas boy, which is basically this little build. There is also a boombox build. It's a little build. It will get you plenty of natural. Can't listen to my own voice. But what this basically does is makes you about 1 kilo a second of sour gas to natural gas. Although I haven't tinkered with this in some time, and obviously the turbines have changed since I did this, so it probably need a bit more tinkering. But the essential idea is that you've got an aqua tuner down here that's cooking up your oil into sour gas, cooks it into petroleum, then into sour gas, and then you just run a cooling loop through here, which is the cooling that your aqua tuner's making. So the aqua tuner generates the sour gas and also cools the sour gas. So it's all on the YouTube anyway, you can have a nose at it. But again, the turbine has changed since I did these builds, so you'd probably need to... It wouldn't change massively, but you'd need to change how the turbine works within the build. I may do some tinkering and come up with an updated one. Because we're probably going to want one in this playthrough, I would think. Based on the fact that we have no natural gas. I don't want any more ranches, we're just going to take that. What if around the ATN we have overpressure gas, hydrogen? The ATN is the bottleneck, how quickly it can cool the gas. So they don't output as much oomph as you might think. Even if you had it in an atmosphere of like 10k hydrogen, it just means it's going to cool those 10 kilograms of hydrogen slower. They're just not very powerful. They're designed to cover gas and that's it. Did you uncover the top? Uncover the top. Space, you mean? No, I've not been up there yet, Max. Not been up there yet. That's why I'm trying to get these refineries online so I can start making some steel. Ah, shit. Need a ladder in here. Boop. Boop. Maybe we have a natural gas in the top left corner. Oh shit, that's what you're asking for. The rest of the biomes. It's possible. I mean, I've kind of just resigned myself to the fact that we don't have one. I can maybe do a bit more exploring over here. Do like a priority 7 dig over yonder. See what we can find. Maybe even head up here. Ooh, found some sweet beans. Delicious. And there's this ice biome as well, but I don't really want to go into there just yet. We'll go for a nosy. We'll have a look up here. I don't remember what this boy was. Some sort of vent. Is this chlorine? Yeah, this is chlorine. Okay. Well, they can get to that in a bit. It didn't fix that you can use covered up volcanoes as a passive heat deleter. I am confused. We should also have another, like, steam vent or something, shouldn't we? Like, we found one vent. I mean, I don't know what the spawning rules are for the standard vents anymore. We found one opened steam vent and one opened chlorine vent, didn't we? And that's it. That's all that we found. So surely there should be some more open vents somewhere. I would have thought. Meh. Alright. Let's just get these pipes in. You can come... this is going to be hot. I don't think we've got much ceramic made. These pipes are going to be hot as balls. But oh well. How are we going to get this over here? Here? And then... Jesus. We'll just pull the petroleum out the top for now. So we decide what we're going to do with it. Lead automation wire might be okay. Yours had only 2 open. Oh, okay. How are you cooling the hot water from the steam vent? I've got a little radiator behind it. My little radiator is basically... I need to make sure this is below lead melting temperature. My little radiator is cooling down the water. I'll show you now. So, behind my steam vent, there's a little radiator. In the radiator is polluted water. That's 30-degree polluted water that's coming from a polluted water vent. And then I cycle it until the water is like 83 degrees or something. Yeah. Which then goes back to the base, and then we feed it to pinch peppers. We feed the hot polluted water to pinch peppers, so I'm not losing anything really. And that just gives me enough temperature to condense the steam, so I get my water output from the steam vent, basically. Banger, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. How's it going? Didn't the salty water open too? Salty water open. As if your volcano or anything over 100 Celsius is covered up, it will lower the temperature. As long as it's not dug out. Yeah, I saw a hamster here. Just give me a sec. I thought it would spawn in at a low temperature, but I thought it changed over time. Eventually, it would warm up. That's just how they spawn in the POIs. Or are you saying that if you left it covered up, it would carry on cooling the area? Alright, let's get our pump in here. Bottle empty, rather. And we'll get a bit of oil dropped in here. So if it covered up, it will keep cooling, but temperature will steady between the two. It will keep cooling. Are you sure? Right, this is a copper volcano down here. Oh, Shane, thank you for the bitties, mate. Oh, your saltwater geyser was open. Oh yeah, the salt geyser was open. Yeah, you're right. Forgot about that. So that was 3 that we had open then. Yeah, this is a copper volcano, hamster. I'm not sure if you... Don't think it will keep cooling. Like, this was like minus 30 or something. I think you might be misinformed there, buddy. I think you might be a little bit misinformed. Whoever told you that, I think, was a dirty liar. A dirty stinker liar. A stinker! Right then, so this can connect to that. This will be powered over here. Need to put some pumps in there and ideally get rid of all the carbon dioxide as well, so I'll probably get that done in a second too. Just want to finish this tank first so it's done and I can seal it up and then I know it's finished. Get this done next. All this is a 9. I'm looking at it. Oh, I'm looking at it, so get it done. Okay. And then we'll need to slap some bridges in here. It's probably going to make a bit of a mess. So let's see. Have a bridge there. I don't remember what this pipe's going to be for. We'll put a bridge in anyway. And then this pipe is for dirty stinking water. That should be fine. I'm just going to take the little drip of water that comes out of this. We've still got more mopping to do down at the bottom. I think there's still a bit of water kicking around, so not to the end of the world. Oh, we've run out of coal. Oh, yeah, we run out of coal. That's not ideal. That means our coal gen's going to be out. Probably need to do just a little quick emergency dig. Consumable. I was looking at this before and there's not really any decent patches to get. Balls to it. Someone's definitely going to get stuck up here. I can smell it. I don't think I've got much coal left on the map that's handy. Boop. First in the chat, check petroleum output temperature may be enough for gold pumps. It's probably going to be pretty toasty, I would think. I would imagine it's going to be rather warm. Stupid overlay. Pew. Really struggling on the old coal. I thought 4 hatch runs should be enough for now, but I think we're just pissing through it a bit too quickly. It's because we've got no other power. That's the main thing. I'd normally have had like 2 other power setups by now. Cycle 700 was still running on coal and wood. We still have hydrogen. I can switch to hydrogen for a bit longer. Or the hydrogen will pick up the slack when the coals run out, to be honest, but it's not ideal. Not ideal at all, actually. Right then, let's rip you out of there, and let's get you dropping me some oil. There you go. Muggins, how you doing, bud? Gonna watch the Klei live stream later? Probably not. Probably not. I wouldn't think so. I've not watched the Klei live stream in a long time. I get bored of watching them play the same fucking 20 cycles of the game. Yeah, I've not watched the Klei live stream in a long time. Let's say above a bajillion. That'll do. And these won't do anything to begin with. Right. So let's get this pumping out the gas down here, which means we'll need to seal it up now. So let's get a bottle emptier in place, and we can rip these out as well. And I probably do want to put some sort of automation in here, just to stop them running if the room is 1,000,000,000 degrees. So let's just say you can go up here. They're just trying to avoid lag performance issues. Yeah, I know, mate. That's why they've never loaded a late game base. They loaded one of my bases once on stream. They loaded the wrong base and called it mine, rather. And it was somebody else's base, like cycle 400, and that just ran like shit as well. I gave them a save once that was like, I don't know, cycle 1200 or something, a fully fleshed out base. Yeah, they didn't load it, weirdly. Don't believe their lies. Right, you're gonna be a 9. You're gonna be a 9. Maybe we can just slap in a couple of gas pumps up here for now. So try and get this cleaned out. It's gonna be mostly carbon dioxide, I think, so it should be pretty quick. We'll just do a bit of this, and that should be fine. 12 kilocalories of spicy tofu from the pod, yeah. That's I watched sometimes when there's a dude drawing art as an artist myself. Yeah, the art streams are really nice. There's a couple of girls that do the art, and they're just brilliant. They do like so many sketches and so many like finished pieces. It's beautiful. You can see like a lot of the Klei art is, you know, you think it's sort of haphazard and slapdash, but all those little lines that they leave, all the little straggly spare lines to give it a bit of character, they're all perfect. They're all intentional. It's really interesting. Real interesting. I don't know who the guy is that you're talking about, though. Below. Yeah, these are going to start pumping before I'm ready. So let's just take out this pipe. And let's just put another piece of pipe just there. Yeah, Muggins, that's kind of the main reason why I don't watch. I mean, I didn't want to say that, but yeah. The amount of times they get asked about a bug and then they just ignore the question. And you see them reading it, and they read it, and like look at the other one and then just don't talk about it. But I get that. As devs, maybe there's some times where they want to be like, yeah, we don't know. But they can't say that. Don't think we have access to any petroleum, do we? We have access to 238 kilos. Perfect. Maybe we can put 100 in here and 100 in here. That'd be nice. How much oil? I'd like another bottle of oil in here, I think, before we're done. Did we get all this mopped up as well? Oh, what the shit happened down here? Oh, you motherfucker. Please tell me you've not balked my tank. That's fine. How did this happen? Where did this petroleum come from? Huh. Oh, did I dig a tile that I was meant to leave? That's possibly what I did. There's a lot of sour gas sitting now. Oh. Okay. I think I may have dug a hot abyssite tile by accident. That's okay. That was a little mistake. Just a little one. Okay. That'll let us hop over there. You didn't dig wisely, no. Yeah, I saw that, Muggins. This because there's no changes, mate. Apparently there's no changes. Whether there's some little change in the background, I don't know, because the game does feel less optimized than before. But yeah, there was no change list since the pre-release. There was no further patch, apparently. Although my game definitely feels worse than the pre-release. Gonna have to deal with some pumps down here soon. Right, don't do all that petroleum, for starters. Do one, boop, that's fine. Now you have petroleum feed liquid. Look, I already had some. Now I just have more sour gas. Oh well. It's fine. $700 grams. Get a bit more oil in there. And yeah, same with this one. Copy, go. Alright, would anyone like to be in the colony? If so, the first person to say Klei politicians will name you after lovely Ruby. Does your base look like a giant dangus yet? Not yet. It's got to get to camo. It's got to get to camo. We were talking about Klei. You can't type it with a C. I mean, come on. Camo, you're in. Camo, Laz. Come on, Laz. How about that? Come on, we've just been talking about it. This is how I make sure you're on your toes. Yeah, we'll do a bit of that. Cool. Alright, so just need to watch all these bottle empties and make sure the right amount of oil goes into different places. I think we're attacking something. Something's fleeing. Is it a crab somewhere? Have we got angry crabs? Aha! Okay. Camo was printed and instantly got attacked by a crab. The crab's fucking him up. Take him down! Take him the hell down. Sweep his sweet egg. That's it, cancelling sub. Okay, beautiful. Right. In Minecraft, so Klei's way better since I was just dealing with terracotta. Sorry, mate. Sorry, gotta stay topical. Hanno, good evening. Have you built that computer? Have you done it? I'm excited for you. You didn't reply. I see my Jupiter skin is immediately attacked by crabs for the summer work here. Camo! Ah. That means they've done all the sweeping out here. That is incredible. Let's give them some more, like, priority 3 sweep jobs up here. God, I can't even dignify that camo. I mean, come on. What are you trying to say? What sort of operation do you think we're running here? Come on, give me some oil. Why you take so long? Such horrible delay here that I wonder why everyone was typing Klei politicians. I'm going to love to be part of the Rocky Road gang one day. The only thing is, I don't think Camo has a bed at the moment. We'll have to give him a bed. Right, where's my oil at? Don't I still have access? I've got access down here. Why are they not getting me oil? There we go. 43 kilos, motherfucker. Not enough. Let the crabs solve the bed problem. Jesus. Ah, here we go. Here's another bottle of oil. Oh no, it's not. Where are you going? What was that? What are you carrying? What are you carrying? Pinch pepper nut. Okay. Pink pepper nut. Ah, there we go. 200 kilos. So I probably don't want the full 200 in here. Because it was already a little bit down, wasn't it? So maybe something like that would be fine. And then we'll just seal this up. Boop. Boop. This probably don't need to be gold amalgam pumps, but for now they can be. Very good. That'll do for crude oil in this one. Crabs cause bed problems. Crabs cause bed problems, not solve them. I suppose you're right, actually. It sucks a little bit when the dupes turn up and get instantly attacked by crabs. I mean, I kind of feel bad for that one. I kind of feel a little bit bad for that one. Only a smidgen. That's fine. So this one's now done as well. We can maybe run this for a little bit just before it gets too toasty. Oh, and I still need to get this connected, don't I? So that'll then go up here. Just a little bit more oil, and then I'll feel happy. One more big bottle. One more big juicy boy. And that'll be good. So, Hanno, have you built the computer yet? MX, no, not yet. Buying desk tomorrow. Clear out the room, build it all over the weekend. Nice. Hey, I'm not trying to rush you, buddy. I'm just trying to rush you, you know? So sleeping on the floor is good for the spine. They do. They do. It's when I've got you sleeping on ladders, though, Camo. That's that's not good for anything. You're not going to enjoy that one. You can be removed. Look at all this cold water we've got in here now. It's all the stuff we've mopped. Right, what is going on here? Is this a thing of the blueprints? Is that what's doing this? It looks like it's going to fail. Looks weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's a long weekend here, so waiting for that. Oh, I get it, I get it. That's fair enough, mate. You want to take your time and get it all done properly. Oh, you're going to have a pimping setup when it's done, though, mate. That's real nice. Okay. The gases in here kind of suck. Should we make this pretty in here? Keep delivering like single packets. What gas should we put in there? I don't know why I keep using gold amalgam, but meh. Could use a bit of hydrogen, I guess.